What's up, everyone? This is Brian from Submission Red. Um, this is I believe, my fourth video update that I've done so far on this tour. We are currently on the Small Town America tour with Manic Drive and Seventh Day Slumber, and it's been going well. It's been pretty fun. It's our fourth week. We actually have a couple special guests. They're not all here. They're in a different room, but our as you know, Marco and I are going around. We're going around the country with Submission Red and all these other bands, traveling by ourselves and stuff. And our parents aren't with us, so I mean, in case you didn't know, but they're actually here in town with us tonight to visit for the week. And Kayla's actually right there, just chilling, getting all cozy, getting ready for bed. And they're visiting us because we're in Jersey, and we're actually in New York right now. But we are visiting Jersey. They're visiting Pete's friend Hoel, lifelong friend from back home and stuff. So, anyways, it's good to have them here. It's good to see our families. We haven't seen them in about a month, so it's good to see their faces and see someone else's face other than like our bands and stuff. Not that we don't love our bandmates and stuff. We love them, but you know, it's good to see our families and stuff.
Love us more.
So to start off, we started in New Mexico. We really started traveling from our last Texas show on Sunday, traveling from Texas to New Mexico that night, right after our show on Sunday. And we stayed in our hotel in New Mexico for a couple of days, just waiting for our next show to come, which was in Roswell, New Mexico. And as we arrived in Roswell, I stayed awake pretty much the whole time. But as we arrived in Roswell, the first things we see is just a whole bunch of alien things. Because for those of you who don't know, Roswell is very well known for the UFO encounters and lots of rumors of like Area 51 and stuff. So that's what Roswell, New Mexico is really big for, because of the whole UFO things and stuff. So their city and the people of the city really take that to heart, I guess, because the first thing we see is just a whole bunch of stores and a whole bunch of gas stations and stuff that has something to do with aliens or UFOs or something. Like whether there's like there'd be like fake UFOs on top of gas stations, or like the Walmart right next to our hotel had like pictures of like aliens and stuff saying "Welcome to Roswell." And we even saw a really cool McDonald's that their whole playpen area, the whole like playhouse where the kids, the playground thing, is like shaped as a UFO. So there's some really cool stuff, and it seems that like they really take pride in like this whole alien encounter thing, which I think is pretty cool culturally, just because it's something different than like what we have in Florida, where it's just kind of nothing. I mean, well, not nothing, but like just like kind of city and stuff and beaches. They have aliens. So we're in New Mexico for a few days, and we're on Monday. Our show was on Tuesday, but on Monday we were just kind of hanging out in the hotel pretty much all day, and we were hanging out with this guy, Bing. He's Seventh Day Slumber's tech guy, and we're really good friends with him. So we became really good friends with him over the last few weeks, and he's really cool to talk to and hang out with and stuff. So we hung out with him pretty much the whole day, and he did his laundry in our hotel and stuff like that. So it was quite funny. and we would go to McDonald's and go to Walmart and stuff like that all day and just like kind of hang out and listen to music and all that and watch football games. So that was Monday, just kind of a chill day. Tuesday we had our show, and it was a small festival, or well, no, it was a fair actually, where they had like they had a fair with like pony rides and stuff. They had cotton candy and funnel cake and stuff like that. So they had a lot of fun stuff, and we played the show, and it was a really tight show. There's the sound system was really nice because Seventh Day Slumber sound system is just like to me it's like top notch because they really do know what they're doing, and we really appreciate them like inviting us to be on this tour, and we really appreciate what they've been doing with this and stuff, and just each member of their band and their family have just been really good to us, and we really like them. So and they run the sound and stuff, and they're really great at what they do. So it sounded good, and we had a good show, and there was a lot of bass, and it was an outside event, but it was very nice. The way it was set up was very nice, and there was a lot of bass, and I got to for those of you who go to church, I got to go and hit the bass drop a few times, and that's what we do now in Submission Red in some of our songs. Sorry. But right after our show, we didn't really get to stay the whole time because we had a long drive ahead of us, because in about 3 days we had to get from Roswell, New Mexico to New Jersey, which is around a 28-hour drive. So we left pretty early, pretty early during the show. Obviously after we played, but we went, sold some merch and stuff for a little bit, and then just took off. And we got as far as we could. And the next 3 days was basically nothing but long and tiring driving. Just drive for long periods of time. Stop every now and then for a bathroom break or something, or food or whatever. And then stop for a hotel, sleep for a few hours, and then go. And it was just 3 long days of driving because we couldn't make the whole trip. So we just did a lot. It was just a lot of driving. So it was really, really tiring and really long and exhausting for all of us. And just really boring too. But our parents came into town in Jersey. So we came and met them. And in Jersey, we played at a theater. We played at a theater in Jersey, so it was cool. It was really nice and intimate, and the room was really nice for the sound that they outputted. And that was, we agreed, was like probably one of our tightest shows. And the funny thing is, I had a lot of issues as far as like just technical issues with my drums. Not necessarily with my playing, but what happened was my kick pedal, my right one, because I do use double kick, but my right one, my main one, just snapped. It just not really snapped like completely totaled, but it broke for the time being, and it was like sliding around. The nut came off, and it was sliding around, and the belt's like all loose and stuff like that. So it was really hard to manage it because it was just like all over the place. So I played the last 2 songs pretty much with my left foot, and no one really noticed the thing until I told them what had happened. And they was like, "Wow, it didn't even sound like you did anything different or like struggling or anything like that." I was like, I had to think really quickly because I'm just like, this is going on. I can't just let it completely affect me. I have to do something. I have to keep it going. So I kept it going. I played with my left foot, and I played what I can with my right foot. Like, I just had to aim a lot, but it was a really funny experience. Needless to say, but it was a good show and it was a fun show. The next day on Saturday was a really fun show. It wasn't like the best as far as sound wise go because it was another outside event, but it was the I don't know what was up with it. Um, just this there's a lot of sound issues for some reason. I'm not sure, and I mean it wasn't. It also wasn't the same people running sound. It was like completely different people. Sorry. It was completely different people running sound. But, I mean, it was fun. But the one reason why we were really excited about the show, this is the show that we had on Saturday in Massachusetts, is that this show was also featuring, it was featured on the Kings and Queens tour that's going on right now. We're part of the Small Town America tour, but we went and partnered up with the Kings and Queens tour for that day, and that is featuring Audio Adrenaline and Disciple. So that was a really good and a really big show for us because those are big name bands, and Disciple is just awesome. They killed it. They just completely killed it that night, and I got to watch them play, and they're phenomenal. They were great. So it was a fun day to play, and it was a fun day to like watch. And since it was like an all day thing, it wasn't like we weren't. I mean, we were there till like 9ish, but it wasn't like we go on later or something like that. We went on during the day, so we were able to like walk around and like see other bands and hang out and eat and stuff like that. So that was fun, and we got to see Disciple. And afterwards, we just traveled back up, got a hotel a few hours away, and then traveled up to New York for the show that we had today on Sunday. And today we had a show in Fulton, New York, and it was at a youth group. It was a fun show. It was nice. It was like a small area, like a nice intimate little show. It was cool because it was the third show that our parents got to see, and it's gonna be the last show that they'll get to see for this tour because they're leaving on Wednesday, and we have a lot of time off. We don't have another show till Thursday, but they won't be here. So they got to see Seventh Day Slumber finally like use their pyrotechnics, which the last few dates they weren't allowed to or something like that because of the places. They usually are good to go on that, but they for some reason they weren't allowed to. And they're if you've never seen Seventh Day Slumber play, you gotta see them because their production is just awesome. So not only is their message good, and they're like not only are they doing things for a good cause because they are really big in the Child Fund, which is sponsoring kids in different countries to help them live and give them food and cure them diseases and stuff. They're really big on that, but their production and stuff is really well done. So they're a great band to be touring with, and they're a great band to watch live as well. So they finally got to use their pyro stuff, which got me excited because I like pyro stuff. And it's not that I haven't seen it. It's not that I haven't seen them do it, but our parents haven't seen it happen yet. So they finally got to see it. and it was a fun show. We did a lot of autographs, and at the end, this guy even came up to us, and he worked for, I think it was a radio station at a community college or something like that in New York or something like that, and he interviewed us for a little bit before we left, and we had a nice night. And we found out that Manic Drive is I mean, we didn't find out, but we already knew. They're going to be doing another tour soon, with a lot of people from Dream Records. So they'll be hopping off the tour by the end of October. Or well, they'll be hopping onto that tour at the end of October, and they're hopping off, I believe, Thursday or Friday, which is they're gonna be their last show with us, which is really sad because they're really fun people to hang out with, and they're they're really cool guys to hang out with and stuff. So it's a little sad to see it, but it's cool. We we'll probably tour with them again someday. So that's pretty much it. So I guess this is the fourth video update. So I guess I'll see you next week.